Jackrabbit is a wooden roller coaster located at Kennywood in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. And this ride is 100 years old. Yes, this roller coaster has been operating for 100 years. And it is an amazing ride, and it's also really smooth. So this ride is just like, oh my god, this ride is absolutely insane. Yes, a 100-year-old roller coaster is one of the best roller coasters I've ridden. So how is this ride so good? Well, it all starts with the restraints. This ride has one little loose seatbelt. Yes, no lap bar, no nothing, just a seatbelt. So you go absolutely flying. It is absolutely ridiculous how much airtime you get on this ride. It feels unsafe how far you fly out of your seats. And this ride is perfectly safe. It's just a terrifying roller coaster. Like, this ride is just insane. And that is just all the airtime. It's just what makes this ride so good. So before I talk about the ride, let's just talk about different rows on this ride, because I cannot recommend the back row enough. I rode this 5 times when I was at Kennywood, and I got back row every time. Yes, every time. I didn't even try front, so I don't know how that is, but I'm pretty sure that it won't be as good as back row. But for this specific kind of station, you cannot wait for a certain row. You have to take whatever row that is left. So say you want the back row, you just gotta hope that anyone else in line won't take the back row, because if someone does, you're out of luck. Same with the front and same with every other row. So it is very difficult to get the row that you want. But luckily for me, it was completely dead that day in the park, so I got back row every time, which I'm so happy about. So anyway, let's talk about the ride experience itself. When you leave the station, you take a left-hand turn and go into your first drop. Yes, there is a drop before the lift hill. That's because this ride uses the train so well, so it can have all these unique features. It just dives into a little ravine, which is really cool, and a lot of other rides such as Thunderbolt and Phantom's Revenge all use the terrain really well, and this is no exception. This ride will you get a little bit of airtime. You will get a little bit of airtime if you're in the back row. Not much, but a little bit. Then you pop back up and go into a turnaround, which is in a tunnel, so that's fun. Then you go into your second drop, which may give you a little bit of airtime. Then you go into the lift hill. Yes, the lift hill is mid-ride. Once you get to the top, you take a left-hand turn and go down what is possibly one of the most insane roller coaster elements of all time. This is the Double Down, and it's the most terrifying roller coaster element I've ever experienced. And I've ridden on 118 different roller coasters, so it's not like I haven't experienced much. I just remember the last time riding this coaster, my seatbelt was even looser than before, and I legit thought I was going to die on this ride. It is that insane. This Double Down, you are basically standing up. It is absolutely crazy, and even if you're a roller coaster enthusiast, don't be surprised if you're holding on for dear life on this, because it is one of the craziest, if not the craziest airtime moment ever. Probably, definitely craziest that I've ridden. This Double Down is absolutely insane. I was in complete shock after it, because it was just insane. I was like, how is this allowed? The element by far is what makes this ride so great, and after this you just want to keep going on and on, because that Double Down catches you by surprise every time, even when you ride it over and over again. Anyways, after that Double Down, you go up into a turnaround. Then you go into another drop, which won't give you much airtime. Then you fly back up and hit the brakes. After getting off of this ride, I just want to get back in line and ride it over and over again. It is that amazing. This ride is also in my top 10 roller coasters. I like this ride more than 108 other roller coasters I've ridden. And this is the oldest roller coaster I've ridden. So how insane is that? So my expectations were pretty low on this ride. I didn't really know what to expect. I expected it to be fun, but it completely blew me away, and you will not be disappointed by this ride. So that wraps up my review of Jackrabbit at Kennywood. Let me know what you think about this ride. Do you love it? Do you think it's overrated? And also let me know what you think of this review. I'm going to be doing more reviews, such as a Phantom's Revenge review sometime soon, and many, many more.